to Cheadle a year last March from New Zealand, and it took me a while to find a job, so I wanted to have something to do, and heard about Cheadle Animal Welfare needing voluntary dog walkers, so I rang Brenda and met up with Brenda and started doing that. So that was, like I say, probably year April I've been doing that since. Came across lots of lovely dogs, and most of the ones that I've walked have now got new homes. So I started walking Cherry and Ebony and Holly, probably about 6 weeks ago now, because like I say, the others had got new homes, and hopefully these will get new homes soon as well.
Hello, my name's Brenda. I do the rehoming for Cheadle Animal Welfare. We're all volunteers at the Society, so none of us are employed at all, it's all our own spare time. So when we do our fundraising activities, like we've had the Doctors Band, the Swinging 60s Band, we do lots of stalls, fairs, fetes, all sorts of things. Dog walk, I organise a sponsored dog walk. People want to get involved and help us, so it's really nice. We be part of the community, really. I obviously do the dog side of things, Margaret does the cats. There is a lady who helps me out now called Julie. She takes the first point calls when anybody rings in to ask about a dog, and then if everything sounds okay, she'll make an appointment here at the kennels for them to come and see the dogs. That's when I then kick in with my work. If they do like the dogs, I'll then speak to them, find out more about their details, go out and see them, do a home visit to make sure everything's okay, like it's a safe environment for the dogs, it's fully enclosed. If all goes well, then I go through the adoption process with them. That involves just talking about the terms and conditions of taking on a dog from us. We would obviously want to make sure that they know it's a full-time, lifelong commitment for a dog. We'd want to make sure that if things didn't go right, they always know they can come back to us, whether it's to come back for help with the behavioural information. We have a volunteer behaviourist as well who can help us, called Rachel, and she will help out. I can always help out as well by offering some money if they want to do some training with the dog, so if necessary. We'll do anything to try and help someone keep the dog and help them settle in. Some of them are going to have a few teething problems, and everybody knows that, really. It's no different than taking on a puppy. Everyone's prepared to put it with a puppy, jumping all over the place. You've just got to do the same with some of the dogs. Although saying that, some of the dogs that have been in here quite a long while, they can settle in far quicker than some that have only been in a short while. So it all depends. You've got to get used to a new environment. If anything goes wrong though, the dogs can always come back to us. That is the understanding. So we're the safeguard for them, whether it's weeks, months or years. So we're always here for people.
How do you feel when a dog gets successfully removed?
Oh, it's wonderful, because that is the nice part, because you've done the hard work of perhaps, like Mabel's been here for many years. We've had Tommy, who I know Tommy's been seen. Tommy was here for 3 years, and we've got a few like that. Melody also is here for 3 years, and she went out at the same time as Tommy. And to hear that they've settled in almost immediately. Poor Melody has had some illness. She's got a tumour that we've found, and we've had to have her operated on. But we know now she's in a fantastic home, and they wouldn't be without her, and she's going to be really well looked after. And so just to keep that contact, that's what makes it all worthwhile. You get some hard instances where you think you're never going to rehome a dog, or there's some things that go wrong, but when you get the one when it's got real success after lots of hiccups, it's wonderful. And that is the nice part about it. That's why you get your volunteers, so they can see the success of it. Tommy, he came in as a stray. Most of the dogs that we get are found as strays through the dog warden. We get a few where they're signed over to us, but most are strays, and Tommy was. And he was only a young boy, very, very lively dog, jumping up all over you. He obviously hadn't had much training at all. He'd bite the lead, he'd chew it to pieces, and he was a real live wire, but he was a really friendly dog. He just didn't realise he was a big boy, even as a youngster, and he'd want to jump all over you. And then we had John, who's one of the walkers here, plus the girls as well, who were excellent down here. Got to work with him, and John used to take him out walks and really got him walking well on his lead, and we'd watch them walk up the road lovely together. And that contact made such a big difference. And he was such a marvellous dog, and then we couldn't understand why people didn't come for him. But then again, all rescues have got loads and loads of poor Staffordshire Bull Terriers in, and there's such a big choice.
And then we, as a family, wanted a dog. Aidan, who's one of the family, has wanted a dog for a while. we decided that we would have or try a rescue dog, and we visited we visited one home locally, but we didn't get a great deal of joy. We tried over the internet to another dog's home, and again, same sort of result. Eventually went to Cheadle Animal Welfare dog's home, and we found the whole experience really great. We were invited in straight away, felt nice and sort of relaxed, and everything went from there really. Tommy had been in the kennels for 3 years prior to us going and looking at him, and we really can't understand why, because we brought him home and it's like he's always lived here. We've had Tommy for 2-3 months maybe, and I don't know whether you've got him in shop, but you can see what he's like. He's really good, and we've never ever had any problems with Tommy. First night we had him, we thought we might have had problems with him being unsettled. We never heard a thing from him at all, and we never have. Tommy is, well, I've had dogs previously, but I've not had a dog like Tommy. He's really, really good.